Welcome, my Love Light Life. As Nutty T here, your vibrational coach, and I help entrepreneurs, freelancers, and artists use the law of attraction to create. Now, today we're doing something a little bit fun. We're going to do a pick a card, another pick a card. Today we are talking about career success. So if you're wondering about what your career success is going to be, we're going to do some pick a cards and find out. So how this is going to work, if you haven't seen one of my picker cards before, is that we're going to start off with an overall energy coming from our Starseeds deck, this guy right here. And then we're going to move into a 6-card spread. We're going to clarify those 6 cards. Then we will move on to some paper charms. And at the end, you will get yourself an affirmation from the Super Attractors deck, which is this fella right here. And that deck is going to help you to basically get on track to your career success with an affirmation that you can use. All right, so let's get into it. We need to see the decks first. So if you have a look right now on the screen, you will be seeing 3 piles. You need to pick one of these piles. How you do that is I want you to just take a nice, big, deep breath. Shut your eyes. And when you open them, the first pile that calls to you is the one you want to pick. So if you need a little bit more time to do that, pause the video. Otherwise, we are going to move into pile number 1. Hey, pile number 1. If you chose this fella right here, our sexy little smiley face, if this is your guy right here, then you've picked pile number 1, and we're going to find out what career success is coming to you. So let's take our overall card, which is perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. I'm really liking this for you, pile 1, because this is a reminder that you might be a little bit too up close to your projects, to your success. Zoom out and relax a little bit. This is how you're going to be able to get some distance between you and what it is that you want, and therefore detach from the outcome. Because as somebody who wants to manifest some success in your career, if you care too much about your outcome, if you're too outcome oriented, you'll feel like you keep going and never quite get there. And the secret to getting that movement and actually having the manifestation ground itself in 3D is to detach from the outcome and just let it happen. And one of the ways you can do that, and the way that the cards are suggesting at this moment, is for you guys to zoom out. On that card, you may not be able to see it, but that little dot on the card, that's the planet Earth. Yep, tiny. In other words, when you see this tiny little dot, it doesn't seem so hard to have the world. Everything, the whole Earth, so small, so tiny, so insignificant. It's not as big a deal as it feels like it. It's big to you because it's your dreams. But the thing is, if you zoom out for a little bit, you can have some relief from the weight of how important it is to you. And when you get rid of that weight that's on your shoulders, you're actually free to manifest more easily and actually see some outcomes, some 3D grounding. So what's your perspective? I also feel with this common ground at the end, I found that rather odd, because what this card was saying to me was exactly what I just said, but that common ground part speaks of something else. What it's saying to me that you might want to change your perspective on something that you are viewing right now, because there's a better way of looking at it. Okay, not just putting some distance in between you and your dreams sort of emotionally, so you can manifest from a place of a little bit more detachment, but also that there may be something that you're not seeing because you need to shift your perspective. And when you shift your perspective and you see it from that new perspective, you're going to see that there's something that's happening right now that is really advantageous for you. And you're not quite seeing it because your perspective is just a little bit off. Your perspective doesn't allow for you to see it right now, but it's there and it's a huge advantage to you. You're just not seeing it yet. So let's have a look at our 6 card spread, our first set of cards that we got going on right here is card number 1, which is you, Temperance. This is beautiful because this suggests exactly what we were talking about. This is you trying to hang back, trying to pull back, trying to be balanced. For all intents and purposes, you are trying your hardest to be balanced, and you may even think that you are. This is a really interesting energy because I feel like it's saying that you are very much trying, I think everything I just said to you about that overall energy is stuff that you might already know and that you're already trying to accomplish, and you're trying to be tempered about this and you're trying to be balanced about it. But you might not be having as much success as you think you are, or maybe you're not quite being as balanced as you could be. And that's why the overall energy is giving you some very specific advice for your situation and saying, hey, zoom out from the situation, like back up from it. Let's forget that it's your dream for a minute. Forget that it's your dream for a minute. Forget that it's important. Zoom out and go, hey, it's not important. It's just something I like to do, or I want to do, or I am doing. It's just something I'm doing. And let's face it, it's not. It's important to you. But the thing is, whilst it's important to you and you care so much about that outcome, manifesting is harder. Okay, so you will find that the things that you don't really care about getting, but you think a fleeting moment thought, oh yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Those things come to you nice and easy. You don't even have to put in any effort. They just land in your lap. But the things that you really care about are the hardest to manifest for you. And that's not because the universe doesn't want you to have the things that you care about. It's because to manifest, you have to have this nice, even temperament, because that even balanced temperament comes from an absolute knowledge that you will have what you want. In other words, you can't fake it. So when you're trying to be tempered and you're trying to hold yourself back, the universe very much knows the difference between you actually zooming out and having some perspective on the situation and you trying to hold yourself out back and be tempered about the situation. So in our recent past, we have, some betrayal, a broken heart, something didn't work out for you. We're not going to worry too much about that, because if something didn't work out for you in the past and it hurt, it felt like betrayal, somebody may have actually betrayed you, or perhaps it was something else, but it hurt. Not going to lie. Let's not focus too much on it. It was in the recent past, somewhere there. You're probably very aware of what it was. I don't need to harp on it. So let's move on to our present position and see how that's affecting you. Okay, the Knight of Cups, really interesting energy here, because this tells me that despite this, you, my dear, very wisely just hopped back on your horse and are ready to offer yourself up once again. Maybe not the best idea, because I feel the reason you're doing it is because you think it's the right thing to do, rather than taking the time to actually heal from whatever it is that cut you wide open here. The betrayal that's happened in the past here. Okay, so others, the betrayal may have been somebody walking away. Somebody may have left a project that you were on. Somebody may have stopped supporting you. You might have lost a client. You may have lost a deal. Somebody walked away from the situation and it hurt. It wasn't just, now I'm not going to get the money from that client. It was dang, I thought I had this. Like it like I thought we had an understanding. I thought we had an agreement. I thought we liked each other. I thought, maybe even friendship or love comes into it. Maybe it's someone you know. Maybe it's somebody that you care about, and I don't feel like it's a betrayal as in, oh, I'm going to stab you in the back. I feel like somebody is walking away. They may be going towards something else. Just, it's not personal. I don't feel it's personal, but you kind of thought you had them because they were close to you. Okay, so you thought that you had a rapport with them and that mattered. They're walking away, but you are either offering them up something that you think they're going to love and that might bring them back, or you're offering something to somebody else, okay, in the present. All right, so let's have a look. Immediate future. You want career success, sweethearts? Here it is. It may just be that whatever you are offering here, because I feel like you're the Knight of Pentacles here, whatever you're offering, it might be accepted, and it may be, let's just put it this way. If this person walks away, okay, from you, it's beneficial, okay? It's extremely beneficial to you. However, if they take this offer, if you've had to up the offer, it doesn't just work out for them, it works out for you. Our outcome is the Lovers. Very interesting there, because that's a choice. And obviously we're not talking about love here, so what we're talking about is having options, having to choose. Okay? And I feel like this is saying that they may walk away, but they will choose you. The main thing is this Ten of Pentacles chooses you. This is saying either if somebody's walking away from you, either they're coming back and things are going to be better than before, or if they go permanently, it opens something up for something so big you never imagined it was possible. It causes you to have some options and for you to be able to choose or be a choice on a much larger level. I feel like you're going into the big boy tank, into the big fish tank, okay? You're going to be playing with the big boys after this. So if something is leaving, someone is leaving, don't fear too much. I feel like you will try and get them back, but if they don't come back, don't worry too much, because it's going to bring you to this Ten of Pentacles situation, which is basically creating your legacy. Okay, this is something you may not have even, I don't think you're anticipating it, because you're really hurt about whatever's leaving your life, whatever's walking away. You're pretty bummed about it, really bummed about it right now. It's probably the reason you decided to click on this particular video. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to clarify the Temperance in the beginning. Okay, yes. So remember when I said that you're trying to hold back and you think that you are doing the right thing, but you're not truly letting it go. You're just acting as if you've let it go. In other words, you're doing the right thing. You're basically resisting the urge to communicate. You're holding back your communication. You're trying to temper your communication. You want to rapid fire text, DM, or email this person that's walking away, or these people that are walking away, or this situation. You have a need or a feeling to just start rapid fire like communication about it. Okay? Whether it's to them or to someone about it, you want to. But you are tempering yourself, you're holding yourself back, and you're telling yourself, don't get too crazy about this. But the reason why is because you have an urge to try and fix this feeling that you're having, which is really not that good at the moment. So let's have a look at our Three of Swords. This pain here, okay, you need to have a look at it. You need to back up a little and look at it, okay? Because here's what you want to do, okay? This is our recent past, okay? So maybe it caused you to back up a little bit and to go within a little bit and to stop talking to some people, or to give them the silent treatment, or to go, that's it, you're out of my life, or I'm never working with you again. But right now you're like, no, I need to fix this, which I feel is kind of a positive. It's kind of a positive. It's you going, okay, I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. But the other option at this point is, if I'm not going to cry over spilt milk, I'm going to try and use my effort and action to make things better, rather than remanifesting the situation, which is what you should have come to in this hermit mode. But I feel like you cut it short because you couldn't sit in this energy for too long. It was too much. So you went, nah, I'm going to go and do something about it. And here's what you do is you do the Knight of Cups. You're offering something nice. It's something I feel like they shouldn't or can't resist. It is it's an Ace of Pentacles. It's a new beginning in finances. Okay? This is something you've never done before. Okay? This is something that is very close to your heart, and you've probably maybe even been wanting to do it for a long time. But whatever this offer is, whether you're offering it to the ones that have walked away, or you're offering it to somebody new, it's something that you care a lot about and has huge potential financially. It's the reason why this is the Ace. And in the immediate future, you're going straight from the Ace to the 10, okay? But somebody walks away first. And I'm feeling less and less like it's the same person coming back, or whoever it is that's leaving, they need to leave. It doesn't feel great right now, but they need to go. And it's not because of anything personal. It's just that more and better opportunities are there for you, okay? So this is a Queen of Cups energy, and that's walking away, and that's why it really hurt, because this is somebody that you shared a deep connection with. This wasn't just if this is just rapport with a client, like this is the kind of client that you wine and dine. You actually talk to this person. You have something personal is going on with this particular person. If it's somebody you work with, then maybe you've got the hots for them. Maybe they've got the hots for you. Maybe they're an ex. Maybe they're a partner. Maybe they're a romantic partner. Maybe there's somebody you hope to be a romantic partner. Whoever it is, you've got a strong romantic or love attachment to them. They could be a mother, they could be a father, there's somebody you have a deep love connection to. You care about them a lot. And I feel like that's why it's crushed your heart when they've walked away from whatever project that you guys have been working on. But it could also be, especially if it's a parental figure, or a partner, or somebody, a brother or a sister or something. I think you might be, from what I'm seeing here, you might be in someone's shadow and you're afraid to go out there without them. And they're looking out for themselves, and they've walked away. They're seeing something else. It doesn't say here what they're walking towards, but they're walking away from you and what you're doing. And I don't think that they come back. They might, but from what I can tell here, it opens up something you take an offer somewhere else, and it turns out perfect. It's the best thing that you could have done, that could have happened. Okay, so our 10 of Pentacles. Okay, some more Pentacles in our immediate future. That's 16 Pentacles, people. That's a lot of Pentacles. So you have your long-term legacy, but in the immediate future, so this is where it starts in the immediate future, and this is where you're heading, but it starts with just some reciprocation. It just starts with somebody being generous to you and you being generous to them, and it starts quite humbling. Like I said, this is a new beginning. It's a new beginning. Oh, this is really, really interesting because this... Oh, this is interesting because the Lovers and the Devil card. The interesting thing about the Lovers and the Devil card is you see these two down here at the bottom chained to the Devil. They're the Lovers. Now, this card is very different to a lot of the Rider-Waite deck, etc., where it's just got two people on the card. This card is more about the choices, okay? And this says that to me that once you move on, you are going to be chained to this. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I am feeling. This is the toxic behavior here is workaholism. Something really awesome is starting. It's your legacy, and the potential is absolutely magnificent. And you're the one that gets chosen, and you have so many choices, and it's all unfolding for you. You're the guy here with the apple, making the choices, etc. But just be careful, because you may get so successful that you become kind of a little bit addicted, a little bit of a workaholic. Nothing too serious, but I just feel like I think you do so well that you might, because this is Capricorn energy. I'm a Capricorn. If you're a Capricorn, this is your territory. You know what, you've dealt with this before. You know what you're doing here. You're pretty much in your power in it. You can deal with it. However, I feel like just be careful, because I feel like there's going to be so much success and you're going to have so many options. You may be tempted to take on too much and just kind of throw yourself too much into your work, because that's where you are successful in your life. But I feel like it's a beautiful read. It just comes with that little warning at the end, because of the fact that the success, I feel like, is going to be phenomenal for you. And all it takes is that shift of perspective for you from the beginning. Because I feel like this thing that you think is not working out for you, it really is. And I think that perspective shift, that step back to sort of look at things from a little less attached perspective, causes you to see that this really is, there's really a silver lining to this cloud. Okay, so let's have a look at our paper charms. All right, let's have a look. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing this is you arriving at your destination. This is telling me that you arrive. Okay, that your destination is assured to you. However, I'm also getting from these other two cards, because this one pretty much says you're there, you're at your destination. This one says you need to go somewhere else. And this one says, yeah, you need to go real far. But what I think is happening is when you pull your perspective out, you'll understand that what you thought was so far away and you had to do all of this stuff is actually right here and right now. You thought you were going to take this big, long journey to this big thing, to this 10 of Pentacles you were looking for. And what's happening right now is the universe has changed up the plan on you and has gone, we found a shortcut, and is rerouting you regardless. It's like, seriously, we're cutting like 10 years off of the original plan. Just shut up and go with it. Maybe not literally, but this is the kind of energy that we're talking. Like, you're going to save so much time. This is a shortcut, but it involves someone or something walking away or leaving that you were not expecting. I feel like this person is kind of a rock for you. This situation or this job or this whatever it is a rock for you, and it's leaving your career and you're not comfortable. But it's bringing you success that is like your legacy, and it's coming really, really quickly. You don't realize how quickly you're going to get there. You're practically there. But this has to happen first. And you won't be able to click into that 10 of Pentacles until you change that perspective, till you zoom out a bit and stop taking it all so personally, which is hard because this thing, person, place, company, whatever it is that is leaving the scene is something that you have a very emotional attachment to. It might be, a job in a family business, or, whatever it is that is detaching from your career is something that you were very much in love with. You very much loved it. You had an emotional connection to it, which devastated you with the Three of Swords when it left. Okay, so let's have a look at our Super Attractor card. Now, this is your affirmation to help you manifest this career success. So if you want to affirm it straight away, you can pop it into the comments. So open up the comments right now and get ready to write this down so that you can affirm it. Also, you may also want to write it down on a piece of paper so that you can affirm it every day, or jot it into your phone somewhere. But here's what you want to affirm. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Okay, so when we were talking about that zooming out perspective, because that's the key that unlocks the change in perspective that allows you to go from this 3 swords brokenhearted to 10 pentacles, from recent past to immediate future. That's a short amount of time, and you get there really, really quickly. You go from ace to 10 like that. You're at the ace right now, you're at the 10 in the immediate future. This is a pretty short amount of time, but what causes the shift and what allows it is that change in perspective. But how do you pull back? That might be an issue, and that is what this card is talking about. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. In other words, you have to just let it go. Okay? Detach from that outcome. And to do that, you have to have absolute faith that the universe is bringing it to you. And that's the surrender part of it. Surrendering your desires to the universe. This is like, if you're a Christian, you know it as giving it over to God. Okay? Letting a higher force take care of it. Okay? Forgetting about it for a while. Letting it be whatever it is. Letting you be wherever you are. Okay? But understanding that once that perspective shifts and you can get some distance between you and that massive desire that you have, you'll actually find that this is going to turn around and you'll have a shorter journey than before. Now, when I say the immediate future, this could be really, really quick. In other words, what's there for you vibrationally is not always going to be what you allow. So maybe it takes you 2 years to get to that 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it takes you 5 years to get to that 10 of Pentacles, depending on your level of resistance. However, maybe the first way took you 10 or 20, okay? Because when I tell you that the universe has found this shortcut for you, you can turn it into a long cut. Being able to allow this change is the key to that 10 of Pentacles. And so the cards are telling you, you have to surrender and have actual real faith. And you need to shift perspective and pull back and actually have faith that all of this is coming together, no matter how mysteriously the ways seem to be working. Okay, so that's pile number 1. We're going to move on to pile number 2. If you resonated with pile number 1, please do let me know in the comments. Just tell me what pile that you picked, and if it resonated with you. You can put which parts resonated with you if you want. And tell me what resonated. If it didn't, then you're probably not at this stage. If you didn't click off when it didn't resonate, well, that's you. But if it did resonate, I'd love the feedback so that I know. Pile number 2. If you picked this little lovey face guy right here, if this is your guy, this is your reading. So we're going to start with our overall energy, which is our Starseed card. And it says double mission. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. This card is saying to me that you are a powerful being and you probably don't even know how powerful you are. What it's telling me is that you're trying a little bit too hard to be what you want to be. You're going to get your success, your career success is going to come when you start being your authentic self. You may have already started that. You may already know that. But just being you. We've lost light. Give me a second. Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay, so just be yourself. Who you are is who you're meant to be, and that's where your career success is going to be. Okay, so let's get our first 6 cards out to start our spread. We're looking at in the querying position. You are currently healing yourself. Okay, so let me get a little bit more there. There we go. So you're currently healing yourself. And that's a good thing, because whatever it is that has put you into this energy of needing to heal, I feel like you're very aware of yourself. This is a starseed card. So this pile is my starseeds. Okay, my starseeds, my light workers. You are already pretty advanced spiritually already. And so you know when you need to heal. And so at the moment you've decided that that's what you need and that's what you're doing, okay? However, with that first card that has come out, I feel like what got you there was trying too hard, basically, and not being yourself. Being yourself is like the easiest thing. It's like falling in a hole. That's how you know that you're being yourself. Because as you find your authenticity, like, you don't have to try. You don't have to be motivated. You don't have to push or force in any way. You're just like, this is easy because this is who I am. This is what I want to be doing. This is what I love doing. Even the bits that seem challenging are just part of what you're doing. Okay? So that is, being that it's double mission, that is also going to help other people. All right? So that's you right now. That's your representative. In the recent past, yeah, well, now we know why you're healing. Why did you do that to yourself? Oh no, I'm blaming you. But this is what it's saying, is that you're very much in control of how many of these fire sticks that you put all over yourself. This is the 10 of Wands. This is a lot of burdens. And it seems like you've noticed. You noticed that in the recent past, you took on too much. And usually that comes from other people. So you took on too much, and now you're like, wow, I hurt myself. I tried to carry too many wands, and I hurt myself. I hurt my back, and now I need to heal. Okay, this is an analogy. This is not literal. Okay, I'm not saying that you actually, put your back out. Maybe you did, but this is more about your emotional toll that it's taking on you, having so many responsibilities. Okay, but you're starting to realize that you put those responsibilities on yourself, and you're taking the time to heal and take some time out for yourself. Okay, so in the present, this is exactly how you're doing it. Remember when I said you guys are my star seeds, my light workers, my advanced spiritual group? This is what you're doing. You're using those talents to heal yourself, okay? To feel better, to figure out, why did I do this? Why did I throw all of these burdens? Not just any burdens. You notice these are all on fire, okay? In the Rider-Waite deck, the dude's just carrying a lot of wands, and nobody wants to be carrying those 10 big heavy wands. But this guy isn't just carrying them. He's like buried himself under them and set them on fire. That's totally unnecessary. I mean, it's one thing to get the wands from here to there. You got to carry them. But this dude's crazy. He's crazy. If you know the wand suit from this deck, this is the main character, and this little thing here, this is one of his accolades, one of his victories. But it just shows you where he ended up, and yeah, completely unnecessary. He got a little bit ahead of himself because he was so triumphant around the six area, and then he got a little bit too into it and caused himself some trouble. But you essentially know what you're doing. So even though we all make mistakes, you know what you're doing, and you know exactly what you need to do to heal that. Your career has really kicked your ass recently, but you're about to find out exactly how much power and how much success you are capable of. I feel it coming. So here is our Four of Cups, and it's in the others. Okay, this is others. So right now, these are the Four of Swords, Four of Cups. Fours are stability, and I'm telling you, you're just like, yeah, no, I don't care what you want from me. I don't care what you're giving me. Stay away from me. It's nothing personal. I need some time off. And even if you're still working, you're doing it either at home by yourself, or you're literally hanging a sign on your office door that says, stay the beep away from me right now. You're doing as less as you can when interacting with other people. You don't want to be involved in other people, because I think what you've realized is none of these wands are yours. You took them from other people, and you didn't have to. You took them from other people, and you buried yourself underneath them, and then you set them on fire because you're a masochist, because you're a nice person, because you're a good person, and this is what you were told good people do. They help their friends. They help their co-workers. They help others. You've been taking it way too much to heart. These are not your burdens to carry. And I don't feel that you want that anymore. You've realized it. You know exactly what you need and how to do it. And you know that I need to stop giving a crap about what other people think for a while. Not jumping to when people want something from me. Saying no. That's what this card is. It's saying no. Saying no. Okay? So in the immediate future, however, this is a lovely little card because this is very, very close to your ships coming in. All right? So when you come out of this, there's going to be a transitionary period that's going to be pretty slow and not much is happening. But there is something happening. It's just not happening straight away. See, this is the Emperor of this deck, and he's on his knees giving this this guy his crown. In other words, these three wands are the important wands. And in this particular story that we're talking about, you've done something for somebody. You've done something for somebody. It's pretty important. And now you're going, no, I'm not doing that for you anymore because it did this to me. Okay, you are not the only one who's doing this, but one of the people that you were carrying burdens for really, really wants to compensate you. But this Three of Wands energy is a waiting for ships to come in kind of feeling. And maybe you're not the one waiting. Maybe you're the one who is taking the time. But there's no movement just yet because the ships are not there yet. Okay? So I feel like this is happening in the background. Somebody is starting to notice your value and they're ready to compensate you for it greatly. See this? This guy is single. He's actually quite, even though it's a guy in this deck, quite feminine. He's got his, it's cute. He's got his dress on. It's gorgeous. But this person is successful. They got their stuff together. This is the Nine of Pentacles energy. It's just, you've got everything that you need, everything you want. And, you're starting to look for more endeavors. And this is your outcome. This is your career success. This is your success. This is your outcome. And I feel it comes because when you take all of those burdens off and you start to heal yourself, you start to realize, I don't have to take burdens on for other people. But there's somebody who has work for you, who's ready to give you their crown if you will just do that work for them. And you might be able to get rid of those other 7 wands and just take on 3 wands and get a crown for it. And that seems to be what's going on with your creative success. Let's clarify. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. So the Four of Swords was our first card out. This is you right now. Okay, remember when I said, you guys, you know what you're doing. Okay, and you've taken this time out to heal. Well, it seems like you're not just healing. You're manifesting your own healing, but I feel like you're manifesting a whole lot of other stuff. This is why you end up here. Because you do the work here. Okay, right now, this is who you are. This is what you're doing. You're reminding yourself in this healing phase of how magical you are and that you have everything at your fingertips to manifest what you want. This is regrouping. You're regrouping. You're vibrationally regrouping. Our Ten of Wands comes with this, I think it was pretty heartbreaking that people let you do this. This has changed the way you see other people. It was heartbreaking that People saw you do this to yourself and they let you take on all of those burdens. They let you take their burdens and do this to yourself. And it was pretty heartbreaking to you that the people around you did not help, did not take a wand, didn't take some time to help you in any way, just kept piling more and more wands on top of you, and you were not impressed. It was heartbreaking to see that. It's changed the way you see your relationship with other people. But you are very spiritually aligned. You know what you're doing. You're not bitter about it. You just know that you need some healthier boundaries. Aha, exactly. Okay, so this is the Six of Cups. This is the past. Okay? You've realized that all of this that is happening, you need to put that in the past, make it a lesson that you've learned, and to move on. Okay? Because the High Priestess is silent and quiet. You're not going to make a big deal about this. You're going to put it in the past. You're going to not say anything to anyone, but people are going to notice the change outwardly, especially when you start saying no. Okay, what are you saying no to? Collaborations. Turns out you have everything. Like I said, you guys are like my spiritual pioneers. And you guys, it turns out, have everything that you need for career success on your own. Not many people can do this. Not many people can do this. This is like entrepreneur. I don't need you. I don't need you. I can do it on my own. And I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. I would say, hey, but you will know, because the reason why you can do it is because you have this High Priestess energy. You know, and you're now starting to listen to it. So you know when you can and when you can't. You know how to get the universe to bless you with what you, with what you need at the time that you need it, because you are the magician and you're reminding yourself of that right now. You forgot it underneath all of those burdens when you were sitting underneath that stack of fire. You forgot. Okay? So you're saying no to collaborations with people. Even stuff that might earn you awards. You're saying no. And it's because you have a larger vision. You've learned something here. And you're not going to be stuck anymore. Okay? So I often see this as a stalemate, but it's also a decision that needs to be made. But I don't think you're the one that's making the decision. And I feel like this is why the waiting energy with this card is, because at the moment, the universe is working on this Emperor here. They don't want to give you the crown. They don't want to give it to you. They're trying to figure out, they will exhaust every single way that they think that they can get those 3 wands from you without giving you the crown first. Which is why you just need to just keep sitting back and sitting back and sitting back. They will eventually give you that crown. And again, entrepreneur energy, the Queen of Wands. Okay? Also esoteric. In the Rider-Waite, she's sitting there with a black cat. She is magic. She is a manifester. You got this. The universe will provide because you will attract it. But just recently, you had to remind yourself who you are, and you are never going to forget it again, because when this happened, it was a big old wake-up call. It's almost tower energy, that right there. Okay? So let's have a look at your paper charms. We've got 3 here. Awesome. It's backwards to you, but it says awesome. The books, and this is knowledge. I feel like what's going on here is, in light of this spread, This is the research. This is your knowledge. You've just realized how much you know. See, awesome. Awesome. You realize how much you know, and you are putting faith and you are being supported by the universe. This particular charm, when I was pacing it down, was in my head. It's, if you've ever had one of these hanging plants, you know that they're hung by these little strings, okay? And they've got little, this one's got little gold beads of abundance all over it, but it's not, it doesn't look like it's supportive, but it is. The whole thing is like held together by a few threads of rope, okay? And it hangs there very, very supported, okay? So the universe is supporting you. You're doing an absolutely awesome job, and you just had to remind yourself how much you knew, what you know. Remember your research, remember your experiences, remember who you are. You are the magician. And you are healing yourself back to that state right now. And you will have your 9 of Pentacles, my darlings. Wow. Pile number 2. We have 1 card left. And this is your affirmation card to help you get to that 9 of Pentacles. So, if you'd like to affirm it right now, you want to write it in the comments. So open up the comments and type this into the comments so you can affirm it right now. You can also write it down so that you can keep affirming it to get to your career success, okay? This is your, I haven't looked at this yet. I don't know which card this is. This is a new deck for me, so these are all a surprise. All right, your affirmation is, I am kind, loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to say that one more time so that you can type it in, because if you didn't type it the first time, you need to type it. If this resonated with you, you need to type it right now. I am kind and loving towards others whilst creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. Read it backwards. But that is exactly what we've been talking about here. Okay? You've had a bit of sort of knee-jerk reaction, but I feel like you're being quite balanced in your healing because you're quite spiritually advanced already. So even though there was that knee-jerk reaction to pull back, you really needed that full pullback, and you're doing the work to make sure that when you start moving ahead, you're not, like I said, you're not going to be bitter about it. You're just going to move forward, but you're going to have those boundaries now. You're going to learn how to say no. You're going to learn how to say no now. Okay, if this pile resonated with you and you got all the way to the end, make sure that you pop in the comments what pile it was that you picked and that it resonated for you. You can tell me which part resonated. If it didn't resonate with you, I don't know what you're doing at the end of the reading. You should have clicked off like ages ago, but you know, you can put your comment in there too if you want to. I won't take it personal. So yeah, this is amazing. What an amazing reading, pile 2. I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3. If you picked this little guy right here, this is your reading. He's so cute. All right. So we're going to start with our overall energy for this reading. Deep cellular healing. Ooh. Arcturus energy. Physical and emotional healing. Wow. I feel like as far as career success goes, I feel like you're a healer. I almost said that you need some healing before you can get to this. And we'll see what the other cards say, because I feel like both of these are true. It's not a case of some of this and some of that. This is both in different sort of ratios. You need some healing for yourself, but you can do that because I feel like you're a healer of some sort. We'll find out exactly how, because this may not be, oh, I go into a field of nursing or spiritual healing or Reiki. This might be that if you're a kids sports team coach, that you have a healing effect on those kids, and you help them with more than just football. Maybe you help them with their self-esteem. Maybe you help them with their positive thinking, with their self-worth, that sort of thing. But you need a little bit of healing yourself, I feel, before you get there. But that's just what's coming through from the first card. Let's move in to the rest of the reading. Let's get our 6 cards for our spread. Number 1, Emperor. Very, very interesting, because this energy here says that this is boss energy, and this is you. You're all bossed up. Interesting. Interesting indeed. However, the thing with the Emperor is he's a bit controlling and not very emotional. So you may have cut those bits out, and it might be telling you, hey, add them back in, because they are going to be of benefit to you. But mainly you got ish under control. Okay. 5 of Cups in the recent past. Okay. Some sort of sadness. Considering that you're the Emperor, that's very, very interesting. Something caused you to be sad. And when I see this card, this particular card in this deck, it's somebody running off. So it's the departure of something or someone that's caused you to feel a little bit down. But let's see how that relates. Let's see what's in the present position. Small amount of communication, some research, some learning. You may be stalking someone. Someone may be stalking you. This could also be being headhunted. Okay. You may be doing research on somewhere or someone that you want to work with. Okay. Others. You got a lot of choices. I feel like you're the boss. Somebody left working with you. Somebody's no longer working with you. You're quite upset about it. You're quite attached to them. Maybe they were really good at their job, but you're now looking for somebody new, and you're doing a lot of research online. I think you're stalking quite a few people, perhaps wanting to headhunt them, but you need to work with somebody new now. And so they may be new clients, they may be new companies, new staff, but somebody left. It really sucked. You're quite sad about it. Emotionally, because we've got quite a few cups here. So you might be one of those people who consider your business to be your family. And one of your family members is leaving. Immediate future. We've got our Ace of Swords. I feel this is a communication. This is finding the one. This is like it just comes to you. You get the information and you pull it all together, and this is really straightforward. And yeah, you know who you want. This is immediate future. You know who you want. I feel like, yeah, King of Wands. In lieu of an Emperor, the King of Wands is the boss dude. Okay? He is an entrepreneur. He is the dude. Whereas I feel like the Emperor has a bigger empire. But your bookend, Like, this is your first card and this is your last card. You are very much boss energy. I feel like this particular pile, you're already quite successful. You may be looking for more, but I feel like it's just a matter of housekeeping. I feel like if you're not already there, you're so dang close. And either the housekeeping is this person who's left that you need to replace, or once you replace this person, everything will be in place for your success. And it's not particularly about the money. It's about the empire. It's about the work. Okay, it's about that. Let's clarify, because it seems really easy and really straightforward. Let's see if there's anything else juicy in here. Okay, Emperor, Two of Wands. Again, this is a crossroads. Okay, you just got to figure out, there's a decision to be made. You got to figure out which way you're going to go. Five of Cups. Again, things that, so when this person ran off or left or whatever happened that disappointed you, that you didn't get, that you now have to replace, and you got lots of options to do so, there's a period of being patient about it. Being patient and doing the work, doing the research, okay, and then making the decision. Here's our King of Swords. So here's our decision maker. Now, you've got a lot of boss energy here. A lot of boss energy. This guy, he could be an accountant, a lawyer. He's somebody who makes decisions. He thinks and works with his head. He's extremely intelligent. And when that sword comes down, it's a decision. It's done. There's nothing left to do. Now, that could be you, considering that we've got the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. Very similar, very mature boss type energy. So you could be just all bossed up already. And if you're not, you're about to be. And it might be this last thing that you're doing that is going to open that doorway for this boss energy. It's not saying anything about the harvest yet. That's waiting. But the work is there. The Emperor is there. The boss is there. So the company is there, but haven't seen anything about the financial side of things. But this is a career reading, not financial reading. So, all right. Second time, it's not clarifying the Ace of Swords, but it is the second time that the Ace of Swords is coming out in your reading. So, again, this is that decision. And it's regarding others. It's regarding who. Okay? It's regarding a who. You've got lots and lots of decisions, lots of others that you can work with. And that's the decision. That's the guy. That's the one. So he is within your options right now. And in the immediate future, you will know who that is. So we're clarifying that. Oh, fantastic. This is a wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. So when you make that decision, you make it fairly, you do the research, you think about it logically, it's all up in your head. But when you replace whatever left with the Five of Cups, this person is perfect. This may be your King of Wands. It's a very similar energy, but you might have somebody here who is so good, who is so boss, that it really benefits your company, your brand, whatever it is that you are running here. Yeah. This person that comes in that you choose, you do the research and you make sure you've got the right person. And not only are they the right person, they turn out to be absolutely freaking amazing for your company. This is strength. And I feel like this person is going to strengthen your business, strengthen your project, strengthen your brand, whatever it is that they do. This is Leo energy. They're gonna be really good for your business. They're gonna get your business out in front of people, and they're gonna make it look really strong. They're gonna project strength. Okay, but you're not taking this lightly. You're really doing the research. You're really thinking about it. You're taking your time. You are going through every single prospect until you find that one that fits. And when you find it, it turns out to be the best. So you guys are my entrepreneurs. And this is really interesting because remember, if we go back to the overall energy is physical and emotional healing. So I feel like in the beginning, I was assuming that you were probably going through the healing. Remember I said, I think you need to have some healing, but you might be in a field of healing. I feel like maybe what's healing is you, but it's the business. Maybe the business, it could be that you need to take time off and you need to put your business in the hands of somebody else. And so you're going through all of this to find the perfect person to replace you because you need to heal. But I do feel like either you're in a healing, like your business is in healing, and or your business needs healing. Maybe whoever left because there was something shady going on. But right now, it's not telling me too much about what happened to put you in this position. But whoever comes in is not only going to heal the business, you're going to be stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. If your business or personal brand or projects or art projects or whatever it is that you're doing here that you're so boss energy on, whatever it is, it took a dent. It took a huge dent just recently for some reason, and you're now having to find somebody to place in that. And you do your research and you've got lots of choices, and the person that you choose is perfect. Turns out to be so perfect and really, really comes through for you. Let's have a look at our paper charms. Pile number 3. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we got the bicycle, and to me this is slow and steady. Not far to go, but taking it slow, maybe even looking around at the scenery on the way. And this is how I feel like this is a really important decision for you. And so you're not rushing it, you're taking your time, and you're looking around as you're traveling, but you're always moving forward on it. You're not procrastinating, you're not frustrated, you're not confused, you're just taking the time to logically work out who the best person is. This is you spying. You're doing research on, I think, some people or a business or whoever this is that you're working with, who King of Wands your company or your business. You're taking the time to really research them to the point of maybe even spying on them through social media. Okay, and this is the ticket. Okay, I just feel like this is just the ticket. This is the golden ticket. This is just the ticket. Just the ticket that you needed. They are just the ticket that your business needs. All I kept hearing is just the ticket. It's just the ticket. And I'm like, oh, it's just the ticket. As in, I don't know if you've heard the saying, it's just a ticket. It's just what I needed. It's just the ticket. It's just the ticket I needed. And this person is just the ticket. Just the ticket that you need. Wow. Let's go on to your very last card. So this is your affirmation. If you're looking for this career success, this affirmation can help you get there. And I've pulled it especially for this read from the Super Attractor deck. And so if you want to affirm it now, you need to open up the comments and type this in there so that you can affirm it right now. You also might want to write it down on a piece of paper or something so that you can keep affirming it. This is for you. I haven't read this. I don't know these cards. It's a new deck. So I'm just going to read to you what your affirmation is and you can type it in. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. Okay. So I think what this one is saying for you guys is this, whatever hit your business or projects or whatever it is that you are now correcting or healing with this particular King of Wands energy, it's put you in a funk, because Five of Cups is sad, waiting, patience, a bit mopey. That's what it feels like. You're a bit mopey. That's just for now. Sorry, that's the recent past. So it's very short, and then you just had to just pick yourself up and move on. I think that this is telling you to savor this journey. Don't just take your time with it, enjoy it, because it takes you somewhere you really, really want to go with somebody you really, really, really want to have on board. When I am grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. Okay? This whole process that you're taking your time with, it seems to, you got to take your time. But this is how to feel good along the way. Okay. Beautiful. So that is your reading, pile 3. If you resonated with this reading, make sure that you put in the comments what pile you picked. And if it resonated, you can put which parts resonated if you want to. If it didn't resonate, I don't know what you're still doing here, but should have clicked off before, but doesn't matter. If you want to say something, go in the comments, say something. Just be nice. For now, though, I'm going to say thank you for showing up. I wish you all of the career success in the world, my pile 3s. Have a wonderful day.